I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being sued. I know this probably comes as no surprise to most of you based just on the type of videos that I've been putting out there lately. But it might surprise you from whom the lawsuit is coming, which is Jim Carrey, of all people. Yes, Jim Carrey. So this pertains to the Jeffrey Epstein flight log video that I did that got, I don't know, like almost 3 million views, right? So in this video, I didn't make the video. This is a video that was made by someone else, and I shared this video and commented on this video. Well, in this video, his name is mentioned as being on the flight logs to have traveled with Jeffrey Epstein. And so I shared it, you know. Is it true? I don't know, probably. Is it not true? Maybe, I don't know. There's sources that say it's true. There's other sources that say it's not true. And anyway, so then I get this cease and desist today from Jackaway, Alstein, Tyler, Weatherman, Insomma, long, a bunch of attorney offices. It says, strictly confidential, not for publication or posting. So what do? The first thing I do is publish it, of course. Listen, you should not send somebody a cease and desist if you don't want it to be public. You shouldn't do something and then be ashamed of it, right? If you're going to sue somebody, if you're going to do something that is going to be public, then you have to want to do it bad enough that you're okay with everybody knowing about it. So I'm posting it. And so anyway, it says red. Jim Carrey / Vincent Briatore Epstein Island flight log video cease and desist. Basically, it says that all this stuff is categorically false and it has prevented Jim from being able to get new jobs and has harmed his career. He's not doing nothing lately. Like, he's probably relaxing, right? And that I have 48 hours to take it down, or Mr. Carrey is going to pursue legal action. He's going to sue my butt off. Well, didn't say butt off, but he's going to seek, you know, the max damages allowed by law and really tear my ass apart. Well, not tear my ass apart. No, that part's not in there. But anyway, you know, in addition, you know, the video is false, unprivileged statements, misinformation, not a really long cease and desist. And I've been hit with my share C&Ds, you know, page and a half. Here's the thing, like, what links is Jim, of all people, going to erase the presence of this video from the internet, to scrub it? This is what surprised me, because like there's a lot of names in that video and I'm not the creator of the video. So of all people to come after, like if you repost that Epstein video, you might get a C&D. You might get sued by Jim Carrey. He is really trying to do his best to eradicate that video from the internet so that there's no trace of it. And that, it just seems iffy to me. Like, why do you care? So many names were on that list in that video. None of them care. None of them care. And the fact that they don't care honestly makes them seem a little less guilty. It's when you freak out about it that makes it seem weird. You know, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it's like when you're talking to somebody and they freak out about something or they overreact to a certain question, then you're like, what are you doing? They become defensive, then it's kind of a red flag, right? And this is kind of how this feels. But I get it. I mean, and that's another thing, like he's not even extremely relevant right now. Jim, I love you. I do, but you're not that relevant right now. Like, how much is really this impeding your work? Really? You know, you tell me you're not getting roles. You're not looking for roles right now. There's 100 people. If the Epstein video hurt the careers of people that were on that list, nobody would have jobs in Hollywood because there was everybody on that list, right? So anyway, so I am going to consult attorneys. I don't think I'm taking the video down. Like I said, there is a problem. You think, well, you just shared the video. And that's true. I just shared the video and commented on it, right? I didn't say Jim Carrey's name in that video. This is somebody else's video. But if you have over a certain amount of following, then you can be considered like a media or newspaper, like from a legal perspective, as far as I know. So I have almost 100,000 followers on YouTube. That puts me in the category that what I share, even if I'm not saying it, is, you know, somewhat, it can pertain to me. Like I can be legally responsible for things that I publish because I have such a wide audience. But still, you know, I hate being bullied. I hate being censored, you know, and I have been very careful in the things that I say so that I would not be censored. And this just seems ridiculous because it really is an effort to hurt, intimidate, and threaten virtually anyone who shares that video. Even if you didn't make it, you repost it. If they can, they will come after you. And that's just ridiculous. It's like, Jim, what are you doing? Jim, if you had called me, if you had picked up the phone man to man and called me or said, hey, and said, listen, here's the deal, I probably would have taken it down if you would have actually talked to me. But you're coming with threats because I'm sure you're too busy. You ain't got time for this stuff. You just get your pit bulls to come after people and threaten them with cease and desist, and you think that's the way to do business? Honestly, like, it's very out of character. But then again, the type of person that someone like Jim Carrey is and the reality are two completely different things. Probably, I'm just saying. Like, he has one public persona, and then there's the reality. And the reality is this kind of thing. Come after you, threaten you, extort you with these letters. And that's the thing about attorneys. They can legally extort you and blackmail you. Only attorneys can get away with that. If I started sending letters like this and stuff like that, they'd say it was blackmail. I get arrested. You can't be threatening people, but you're an attorney, you can't suddenly. But anyway, I'm not going to go on and on about this, but I'd love to hear